I promise you, a snazzy intro is coming. Right now, we only have dogs barking. That's all we could afford.
It's all we get. Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
It's been a day.
Yeah.
I haven't felt good today. My head was pounding, the rain. It was not a good
It's
day.
the heat, it's the thunderstorms, it's Florida summer. It makes anybody not feel good.
Hello. The few people I see right now, Darlene, Jean Palmer, Paul Engel, how are you? Is Molly here? I miss Molly. I love Molly, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
Monorail
Liz.
Molly.
Monorail Molly, who is really
Liz,
not a real name.
Heather.
But I love her anyway. Nick.
Nicholas, hello.
Nick is in Idaho. Wonder why I think of potatoes.
Stephanie is here, and Kelly. Thank you guys all for coming. If you are in here now, can I just ask you to like the video, please? Because I think some people say it helps your video.
I think it helps YouTube algorithm. So yeah, hit that thumbs up for us. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, right. Adam. Yeah.
No, you're Tran. You are not late to the party.
We just started.
Let's see. Josh and Erica. Oh my God, Josh and Erica. I love them. We went last year to HHN with Josh and Erica doing the tour. It was the most amazing thing.
It's the best way of doing Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Josh and Erica, if you can hear me and you have an extra ticket for Corinne, let me know what the price is so I can offer it to her. You will have fun. Corinne and Connor will have fun with us.
Yeah, I'm tired of doing it the regular way.
Yeah, I'm not doing frequent fear this year. I'm just not. I can't do it. It's too crowded.
And it's too hot. It's so hot. Hi, Corey.
I agree. Well, an official welcome to the Magic Hour. We hope we provide the magic. Corinne has parsed the info that we need. Mm-hmm. It says questions for later. Are we supposed to ask them that now?
So we always do a Q&A at the end, and because we like to answer your questions. So if you guys have any questions about just, I don't know, anything that you want our opinions about, please remember them and tell us at the end when we do Q&A.
And yes, Stephanie, we are melting.
Yeah, we are melting. It's literally to the point where I don't want to leave the house, which is really bad.
Okay, so I don't want to give out my age, but I was never nauseous my whole life. I had a stomach that was like metal.
Yeah.
Lately, with the heat, I get nauseous. It's that bad.
You overheat. It's heat stroke. It happens so quickly. You sent me that story about that person who literally took them 3 minutes in the Tiana Bio Adventure line, and then they got heat stroke. So it goes so fast.
What about Gaston? Apparently, we don't have really information on this, but people were asking how he is. Apparently, he went down during the Beauty and the Beast show.
I mean, I can't even imagine the fur characters, how they survive. How do they survive in those? I can't even.
Gaston's a face character too.
Yeah,
so
you can.
Yeah, he needed water big time.
Bad, really bad.
Yeah, Stephanie, I agree with you. Yeah, headaches and nauseation.
Same. I wish we had better weather. I feel so bad for people who come during summer and paid all the money to be here, and I'm like, oh no.
What about when they don't wear sunscreen and you could have a little sliver of the. What about the little sliver of the back of your neck that's open by your shirt that people don't know about? I see a red, angry smile at me.
Listen, if you're fair like me, I do not tan. I just get bright red. You have to sunscreen, hat, umbrella. Do everything you can to
rock lobster.
Okay, do we want to tell people about our topic of the night?
Yeah, it's a people. I don't know if anybody knows what it is. So if you can explain, some people thought Disney adults was just people who like Disney every once in a while. Please explain.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure this is now blown up so much in the news, and I feel online. And I think for all of us that have liked Disney all of our lives, we've always I'm a Disney adult. That, that's just a person who really, really likes Disney, right? But now I feel like this is a stamp that people are getting, that you're a Disney adult, and non-Disney adults are talking about it. And
it's become like Karen. There's a Karen and there's a Disney adult.
That's a Disney adult. So we thought we wanted to talk a little bit about it as, self-professed Disney adults, right? I would say, to me, a Disney adult, I think there's a lot of people who like Disney, but I think Disney adults, we are just the people who we make our entire lives about Disney. For example, I moved from Sweden, and I'm not kidding you, I only moved here for Disney. And it took many, many years of trying. I moved to California once for Disney. That didn't work out. Had to move back. And then I moved to Vegas to be close to Disney, but a little cheaper because California was really expensive. And
I didn't know you went to California first.
Yeah, in 2007. I lived in
I didn't know that.
2007, so I lived 6 months in Santa Monica and 6 months in Anaheim. So I was 10 minutes away from Disneyland, and it was amazing. Like back in 2007, it was amazing. But still, California was so expensive. So then I had to go back, and then finally I made it to Florida. So I feel like that's like, and then same thing with you, John. You moved here for Disney, right?
I moved from Long Island. I knew, though, at 6 years old, I told my father, I'm going to move there. Yeah. And he told me I'd grow out of it, and no.
And that's where it's funny, right? Because I think a lot of people who don't understand, they're always like, yeah, it's just a phase, or like that's just what you're obsessed with right now. But I think that is, if you are just like your whole life about it, every vacation would have to be Disney. I think if you're a Disney adult, like it has to be some kind of Disney, right?
Yeah, If I'm not at Disney, I'm not on vacation really.
Exactly.
I can now say Disney Cruise because it's still technically
but that's
Disney.
Still Disney, right?
Yeah, anything else doesn't feel.
Yeah,
like
I never travel anywhere else except Disney, which I'm not saying. If you want to go somewhere else, it's fun. But I think that's the definition of us. Like, you just don't go once a year. You kind of go a lot.
I much prefer Epcot than the real country. I don't have to deal with the languages, and
then I think it's just like you try and work for Disney, or you get kind of a job that's kind of Disney centric, whatever. If it's a travel agent or a blogger, YouTuber, like we do, or so I feel like that's. But please tell me in the comments, what do you guys? How do you define a Disney adult? Where do you think it's like? Where do you go from just like liking Disney to a Disney adult?
And Darlene says, mostly I hear, you're going to Disney again? And, God, I used to.
That is I call them normies. The normies. The people who don't get it.
They don't get it. They just don't get it.
They don't get it at all. So I think it's just, and I feel like now it's in the media and, regularly.
There is a negative connotation to a lot of people about the Disney adults. And I'm going to be the first to tell you, I do believe there is a mental component.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's a bad thing.
I mean, to outsiders, I feel like it is, because they tried to I feel like they source it. They tried to source it down to like why we are like we are, and then kind of say like we need help.
Why would you resent someone that has a solution to an issue? Like, I believed when I was a kid and I saw Disney and said to my dad, I'm going to move there. It excited me. And then as I got older, it became the same thing. And it did become a thing where to escape problems, it was therapy. It was you go in the park and you get your fix. Walking into, my uncle said that to me once when I walked in the park. He looked at me and said, you got your fix. And I didn't quite get the drug reference, but there is something to that. Yeah, there is something to that.
Absolutely.
Which is, I think, also why when something changes in Disney, we take it to heart.
Yeah.
Even
because we all feel some weird part of like ownership over it, which is so weird. Like, or it's, you know what I mean? Like, you take it like personal.
But also like the great movie ride. Like the great movie ride. A lot of that memory is with my mom, who's not here anymore. So I always thought, okay, I'll have that every time I go to have that memory. So when it closed, I was like, okay, I'm mad because I'm not going to have that anymore.
Yeah. And I, for some reason, also think Disney adults, and I'm not saying like, I'm just thinking of like outside media. Like, I feel like they classify as adults who don't have children who go to Disney, because we kind of get seen or looked upon as like weirder than, because if you have a child, that's your excuse, right? You can say like, yeah, but my kids love Disney, even though it's you. But you know what I mean? Yes. So I feel like we are more like the one that they talk about when they say Disney adult in the bad sense, because they find it weird that like adults without children would be so upset. Like, I constantly hear this thing that they say, like, we don't want to grow up. Everybody has a Peter Pan complex. And I'm like, okay, so what's wrong with that? Yeah,
I agree with
grow up. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I should be putting up some of these comments because I agree. Laura says, I think those who use the term Disney adults use it in a derogatory way.
I agree. I mean, I don't feel like us in the Disney community do that, but I feel like outsiders do. Yeah, 100%.
But now, there is a Disney adult that I don't like.
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
For instance, I let's say I make a new Disney friend, and I said, oh my God, I just, that was the greatest Peter Pan that I met. And they'll look at me and go, what are you talking about? What do you mean? I thought that was they did Peter Pan great.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's Peter Pan? Like, I know. Okay, let's be a Disney adult and let's be real about it.
Yeah, but
let's not be a Disney. No, what do you mean? You met the real Peter Pan, and like I'm like, okay, you're sick in the head. That's a different. I listen. I see the characters. I love them. I hug them like they're real. I'll never tell a kid
you wanna
anything
believe
about.
it.
Right, but when I tell an
You feel a
adult,
sense of reality still.
right?
Yeah.
Look at they did a great costume. What costume? What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
stop. Let's have a real conversation. So that is this.
I mean, I think it's also in every fandom you get those people who always want to be the ones that go to the like 100% degree of insanity. I don't know what to call it, but because I've been corrected like that too. If I say like, "Oh yeah, she's a great Aurora," people are like, "You mean friends with Aurora?"
Right.
And I'm like, "Oh my god, calm down! Like, calm down."
Right. There's no kids around. I get it, but yeah.
It's there, and I think that's where it's like, and I mean, in the past when I used to be into characters more and like go for the character trainings and stuff, there was people who were like, "Oh my god, Gaston asked me to marry him. I can't believe," like they like, you start to be like, "Are you believing this? Like, are you? I don't know. Like, what is the because the character hunter people are like to the point of, yeah, he's my friend, and I'm like, he's acting. It's his job. Like, you still have to realize that. So I definitely think, and maybe that's when outsiders talk about Disney adults. Maybe the ones that go a little.
And then there's the other, like Jenny Lynn. Remember Jenny Lynn Knopp?
Yeah.
Okay, so JL. She always would say that like her family situation wasn't the greatest, but when they were in Disney, it was perfect.
Yeah.
So she likes to go to Disney to feel that her family connection is there. I don't know if she's still the same. She said this many years ago, but I think there's a lot of people that go for that too. For me, that's gone because I don't really go with my family. I go with you. I go with my friends and stuff. So I don't have that family kind of connection. But when we do all go, I love it. Yeah. But for some people, I think it's just a revisit of an emotional attachment.
Yeah, I agree. And it's funny to me because my family, again, like my parents and my brother.
I'm sorry, hold on. Connor is talking about all the things he does and how he hates it. The pin traders, the adults with lightsabers are sick.
He's a new Disney adult. So he doesn't, he just got into this. And yeah, I always told him, I was like, there's crazy people out there, but look at yourself now. That is you. But yeah, my family, like my parents took us as kids, from Sweden to Disney on trips. And now they don't really like it anymore. Like, they're like, oh, it's too crowded. My dad's just like, I can't do it. He only wants to
we gotta take, if we take him, they'll have fun with us.
Yeah, but he doesn't like rides. He doesn't like all the characters. And I think it's funny because for them, when I became so obsessed with moving here and doing all this, they were kind of like, why? And I'm like, it's your fault. You took me as a kid. You only have yourself to blame to create this monster in me that I have to do.
I agree 100% with that.
But I just think it's funny when you see it now being so discussed. Wasn't there like a New York Times article even or something like that, like a big article where people were talking about it? And like
it's always it's a big Reddit thing, I know.
Yeah, that too, and TikTok. But like you talked about the psychological aspect of it that you said, like the people, what is it in Disney that we find so like it attaches to us or it's like, you know what I mean? Because it is in your feelings. Otherwise we wouldn't go so much.
I have a second theory, and this could be, excuse me, I'm hiccuping, partly for me too. Mm-hmm. I think that if we didn't feel included everywhere as a kid, and then we went to Disney, we felt that inclusion, and I think we do have some sort of a search for that, a lot of people. Yeah. And I will tell you, there are some Disney adults that have not matured.
Yeah.
And I think Disney sometimes allows us to be immature, and maybe we don't quite grow up if we, I think there has to be a healthy balance. I think you have to understand that the characters are, characters and all that kind of thing. But
I think that's my thing. It's like we can all suspect, like, because I understand like outsiders watching, like, oh, this adult 40-year-old is coming and hugging Mickey and crying because they see Mickey. And they obviously think that, obviously they look at that and being like, what is wrong with you? Right. But I also think you have to understand it's like, we're choosing to believe this.
Yes.
We're choosing to believe in the magic. I understand it's not real, but can't I just wish that it is for that? Like,
yeah.
And I think that's a difference where you can like suspend disbelief for a while. Like we are those people who can just like, I can live in a fantasy world because I choose to. It doesn't mean I believe everything that's happening, but I want to for that couple hours that I'm there. You know what I mean? It's just.
When I see Fantasmic, at the end, when they do the crescendo and it goes dun 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 dun, and then Mickey pops up on the mountain. Yep. But sometimes I take myself out of it and I look around and I watch thousands of adults go, yeah. For a second, I take myself out of it and go, this is a fake cartoon mouse that's giving us this. I get the chills and I almost cry that I'm happy that everybody can be in this group together and we're all in the same boat liking the same thing, and it does bring me joy. So when we didn't have Fantasmic, I missed that specific
so much
spot.
I to this day cry every time when I see that, and I like, again, my boyfriend, who is kind of new to the whole Disney thing, he looks at me like I'm crazy. He like does not get it. Why I get so
feel
emotional.
like Connor gets it.
No, but like he doesn't get like that kind of, like, he likes it, but he doesn't have that emotional.
Okay, I mean, he doesn't get the chills or anything.
Just because I'm overly emotional, probably. But it's like, you cry at the fireworks. I like cry when I listen to certain Disney music. It's just so like attached to your emotions in a way that, like, I don't know. I can't even explain.
When is it Angela Bassett? Yes. When she did the magic is in you. You are where you are supposed to be. Even though that whole show wasn't that great, when she said that, I was like, and it just took me into the whole magic.
Yeah.
We have to ask Connor, though, does he get like chills and emotional stuff for Star Wars and dinosaurs? He probably does.
I probably dinosaurs.
Connor, if you're watching this, comment. Do you get like ooh, the chills and stuff like that, or it doesn't get to that for you?
To that level. But I think
hold on, look at this, Corinne.
Yeah, it's traumatizing. It is. I don't know why. And it's exactly that moment that you talked about, Panda, when the music crescendos and he pops up at the top. Okay, yeah, with Dinosaur, he does. Yeah,
Jesus, Predator does it for him. Probably does.
That is also true. I watched it so many times because he puts it on. But I don't know. I just try to like think about it myself. Like, why am I so attached to it? Like, I don't even know. It makes me happy. It makes me happy.
The difference between an adult that likes Disney and a Disney adult is, I feel like, and I hate to say this because it is kind of weird, I wake up and at some point within an hour, I'm going to think of Disney or have something to do with Disney, whether it's a movie or a place to go. I mean, of course, it's our job also. But yeah, I don't know if everybody's got
our whole life circles around it to some degree.
Completely. Which is why when I do complain about something they do, I feel like it's okay. I love it so much that I should feel, and
I always told people that, like, I think you get to a point, and I remember this when I got to that point where I have to separate the company Disney and the Disney that I love. To me, that's two very different things, and you have to understand, like, the company doesn't care about those emotions. Like, it doesn't really,
I think they honestly, I think they do though. But I think they do from a business. But from a business standpoint, that's how they're making their money. They know that they've got these.
They used to do it better before.
Oh, 100%. I have a feeling, and I keep saying this, I have a feeling the tide is going to turn back into what we think.
Yeah, because if you think about it, how many young kids or younger people, say like in their teens or whatever, are Disney adults or are growing up to be like we were? I don't know if is there going to be a new generation of Disney adults if they didn't come from parents who were, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, like your parents were. I mean, my father was a Disney adult, but once every 10 years, we didn't go. So I don't know.
They weren't obsessed in any way.
No, definitely not. But my dad was the type where I would go into a restroom at Disney. I'd come out and he's singing Zippity Doo Dah to two strange kids. Like, that was my dad. And you know who that is now? You know who that is now?
You.
I find myself doing strange things.
My mom sends me pictures of Disney items from Sweden all the time. She's like, I took this picture when we were out. We saw this. And I'm like, so for now, she's like thinking about it too. So, I mean, that is. So wait,
does your mom go to the Magic Kingdom ever when she's here lately?
They stopped. They had annual passes back in the day, but it is very, it's a lot. It's a lot. We go to like Springs. They like going to Springs or the resorts, stuff like that. Anywhere where they serve alcohol, the wine. It's very.
There is something new to do in Disney often. I will say that there's always something.
Yes, always, always, and I think the aspect of, like, you talked about the psychological aspect of, like, okay, so there is a psychological aspect that it's like solving something in us that we need, but why isn't that fine? I mean, and like
it is fine. Don't ever let anybody make you feel guilty for doing something you enjoy.
The thing of like addictions, it's an addiction. Yeah, well, it's a better addiction than a lot of other ones.
Oh, 100% right. I mean, would you be happy if we were addicted to, drugs? No.
Yes. So I'm like, I'm fine with it. Yes, it takes all my money, but it's fine. And then I also think it's like, some people say it's like a cult or like a religious thing. And I mean, yeah.
There is the Church of Mickey.
Absolutely. Definitely. And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. When we see Mickey up there at Fantasmic and we're like, I'm like, and you say you look around you and everybody's doing it. I'm like, we're in church. Okay. We're in Disney church.
That absolutely is a religious experience during the Fantasmic. I agree with that.
It's like you feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself.
Hold on. And your question about Disney adults, is there new ones coming? Listen, my niece and nephew, Danica and Dominic, they live and breathe it. So it's become now where whenever Danica, I think is, oh God, I don't even know how old she is. God, I'm going to mess it up and I'm not going to say it. Maybe 4, not even 3. When she sees fireworks, she looks for Uncle John because I'm always there. And they're telling her Uncle John's not coming. She wants to know where I'm at because but I'll have also Dom, who's 11 years old, the coolest kid in school, whose friends might say to him, you like Disney? He will stick up for Mickey Mouse and be like, absolutely. And it's the coolest thing. Don't worry.
And that's awesome because that's hard as a kid, Well,
there was a time where he came home and kids got mad at him because he had like little golden books and he was like 9 and they were like, you're a sissy. And he was like, I am not. And it took him time before he found his voice to be like, I like what I like and that's it. And that's but they want to go all the time. So I do believe they will be the next Disney adults. So.
I think it's just, even like you talked about, like being around other people or not, like I'm constantly dressed in Disney clothing. Like I don't wear anything else. And I have Disney bag, everything. And it's like when you step out, like I went to the doctor's office today and it's like people like, immediately people are like, they can't like really compute. Like you dressed like I don't wear ears.
We're not cosplaying at the doctor, but yeah, I get it.
But you know what I mean? That's when you realize. And I remember when I worked at Sephora and like, now I worked at Sephora at Disney Springs, but most people who worked there were not into Disney in the way,
you were, yeah.
And I remember they were always like, Corinne, that weird Disney freak. Like, no, they said it in a nice way.
I know what you're right, but you don't know what they say behind your back either. They're like, she's great.
But it's like, I'm fine with that. I don't care. And it was always like, anybody came in and asked a Disney question, they were like, hooray, come over, because they had no clue. Like they had no. But to me, it was like, why are you working at Disney Springs and don't like Disney? To me, it's so weird, right? Because I'm like, why?
See, but you don't do to them what they do to us. Like
I know. I'm judging you.
I agree. You have to allow it.
Person.
See, Central Florida is a little bit more normal. Like I see people in their Disney work clothes, like here locally. So
yeah, I think about if I have to go back to Sweden, I'm like, they're gonna be like, what is she wearing? They're so weirded out. But that is a good question too. Like, do we judge people who are non-Disney people? Because they,
100%. Yeah. If you tell me you hate Disney, I'll be your friend, but my flag is up.
Like, what's wrong with you?
I feel that way when people tell me they don't like cats too. So my flag goes up. And
it is harder being friends with people who are not.
Yes.
Because what are we going to talk about?
Yes.
Like in the chat, do you guys have friends who are not into Disney? Like, because I just really don't.
Or we turn the conversation into something Disney.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn you. I'm trying to turn you to the church for Disney.
I've done that where it's a bad Disney adult where people are like telling me about, my Aunt Patricia, she has, Tangled, that girl Rapunzel, she used to have that issue. No, I'm kidding. But that would be bad to bring everything into Disney.
So why do you think people?
Yeah, what do you guys think? Tell us before we go on to the news.
If anybody else feel like they don't have friends who are like.
Do you think Corinne and I are crazy? That's how we'll know who our friends are.
But nobody here's gonna think we're crazy. We're all the same.
Okay, see Paul Engel?
Here, I hope.
I had friends, not have. They're no longer his friend. He had them. They're gone now.
Corey said, I can respect someone who doesn't like Disney, but no, we won't be best of friends. I agree. Like, it's not, of course, I had work friends and stuff like that, but it is not the same level as.
Corinne, you can answer this one. Is Club 33 a cult?
No, it's not. It's just a bunch of rich people. Bunch of really rich people. And I wish I was one of them.
Yeah, Gene, I'm happy to be in your crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's so hard because it's like it's hard coming from an outside perspective because we're in it.
Okay, this is what I have. My husband enjoys Disney, but moderate. It has to be not so crowded. There has to be scotch somewhere, maybe, and a pizza. And he'll really love it. But yeah, he likes certain rides, but not other. He'll love Ratatouille. He will kill for it. So yeah, I have to deal with somebody who puts up with it for me and enjoys it for me, but he understands it.
Yeah. But then you're lucky because you have a lot of friends around you who do really like. So you know what I mean? You have to then have other
Thank
people.
God Connor found his groove within
and
Universal.
He grew up as a Disney kid, so luckily he, we told him there's a way to do it when you're an adult that's just very it's not a kid thing in the same way that you think about it, and now he likes it. But it is hard.
I think if a Disney adult is not hurting anyone, fine. And I'm the type of Disney adult that if I have a great spot and a kid's coming over, I will allow the kid to come in and sit down and watch because I want them to experience. I'm not one of those people that wants to steal it from them. A Disney adult that wants to steal it from kids or something, that would be a problem for me.
Yeah, when you're trying to throw yourself in front of the characters, in front of the kids, it's just
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's also we're here all the time. I don't need to. I can go tomorrow if I need to. And it's like you said, I kind of wanna seeing kids get so excited. That's what we want, right? Because we want new people who are going to be us in the future. I agree. So I really want, but yeah, good or bad.
All right. If we get more questions on this, we will absolutely get them. We're going to do a quick commercial break.
Yeah, I saw so many good comments. I'm trying to read them at the same time. But
I know. We'll do a mctravelcompany.com commercial, but then we will be back with really cool new stuff she's curated for us.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Thompson, owner of MC Travel Company, formerly Mouse Class Travel. What started with a dream of building magical vacations for everyone at Disney World has now turned into creating magical vacations worldwide. We're 75% repeat and referral. That's because when clients first came to us, they came to us for our expert planning inside theme parks at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, as well as Universal. But now we have diversified and are now selling vacations worldwide. The reason why you would want to book with me is because no matter which vacation you book, you get the same group of hardworking agents all working on your vacation. There is not one single agent at my agency that you work with. When you book with us, you become our family. That means that the entire team at MC Travel Company works for you. We each specialize in a portion of your vacation and then bring it all together in the end for you to enjoy. So for your next vacation, consider MC Travel Company. And thank you, Panda, for allowing us to sponsor this channel. Have a magical day.
They really are very different than other travel agencies. If you call up and say, the person who booked my trip is Deborah, is she there? No, then they want to get rid of you because only Deborah made the commission. They don't work that way. Everybody there helps with your trip. So it's a big difference. And honestly, I think it's like an experiment because I've never seen an agency work like that. I hope it works out good so far from what people have said.
And then there's no competition, in between agents, which I think is a really good thing. I'm not saying that happens everywhere, but I think it's really good that they work as a group together.
I agree.
Hi, Jason.
Somebody said something I wanted to bring up. This from Heather. She has a best friend who isn't at Disney, but she supports me in my fandom, and I support her in her Hello Kitty fandom. So let me ask you now, if you met a friend, Corinne, that she is like, you open her room is Hello Kitty just everywhere, or Betty Boop or anything. Yeah. Would you think that they were odd or anything? Because I wouldn't.
No, because I've always had an obsessive personality in the sense of what I like. I mean, as a kid, I was into Backstreet Boys. I was completely crazy, had to have everything. I stalked them. I stood outside of the hotel. Whatever I liked in my life, I had become obsessed with. I mean, my boyfriend, he's completely obsessed with dinosaurs. Our entire room is full of dinosaurs, everywhere. My Disney stuff has been shrunk.
I have a problem with people who aren't passionate about
anything. Exactly. That's just they don't have an obsession.
there are times I've actually thanked God for letting me love Disney as much as because it gives a focus to your life.
Yeah,
a little bit. I mean, if I woke up not knowing where
it's fun.
It is fun.
Like, I don't understand if you don't have like, it's just fun to see what's new, what's happening. Like, there's a new treat here. Like you said, there's always something to do when you like anything, because there's constant news about that topic and things to be excited about. So yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Ed, you're a freak. I'm kidding. Corinne, you're a cat and dog person too.
Yeah.
She's both. I'm a cat person mostly.
It's a full house over here.
But I look at Corinne's little dogs and I want one of them.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
All right, so where are we going with this? What do we got here?
We do a little news. See what, depending on what picture you pop up.
Let's see. I'm going to try to go with the order you put here. Listen, guys, StreamYard doesn't do well with ordering. I put them in an order, and then they end up in some other order. I have to ask if anybody has a trick for that.
Yeah. Okay, that's our first news story. And now, Inside Out. I have not seen it yet. Panda, have you seen it?
Not part 2, no.
Okay, so it has crossed the 1 billion mark at the worldwide box office in only 19 days, which is insanity. It is the highest grossing film of 2024, which is also like, wow. And Disney needed this. And I'm just kind of, I was not a huge fan of the first one. So I'm so happy for Disney as a company.
Me too.
We all know that their movies have not been doing well. Like, it's been bomb after bomb after bomb. And it hurts me because I'm like, I love them. I love Disney. I like Wish. I loved it.
I loved Wish.
I think it was the best Disney movie ever. No, but if I put on those songs, I'm like, I listened to it yesterday in the car. So it makes me so happy to see that like finally, and that like highest grossing film of 2024.
And isn't like the second highest animated of all time?
Yeah. Think so.
I mean, at a time where theaters are struggling, that's great. And I love that there's no big, strange message in this. Disney, if you're paying attention, we're just sticking to a good story and putting in whatever's needed for the story.
Yeah.
I like that. I do.
If you guys have seen the second one, what did you think? Please put it in.
I'm in a different spot. Yeah. I didn't
hi, comments. Terry. The one who's behind me right now is Cleo, who's constantly itching and looking. I'm like trying to censor it while sitting. And then I have 2 other dogs named Stitch and Lady. So
Jason from Fat Tested Travel. Hey, Jason. He says no 2024 film was supposed to break $1 billion. So this was a shock. I believe. Yeah, this really did surprise me.
Even to me as a Disney fan, I am shocked. I didn't think that people. I guess I think I noticed when a lot of
I underestimated the fandom.
Yeah, I totally underestimated it. A lot of people started talking about the anxiety character. Like, they were asking for the merchandise. Where is it? Like, have you seen it? Is it out? And I'm like, oh, wow. Then that's when I start like, wait, okay, there's something here. Because if people want to buy the merchandise, that means that they really like the movie.
Anxiety did interest me. If I go to see it, I think that'll be my favorite character. I heard the way they handled the emotions was like real.
It was really good.
Yeah. All right, that's good. I want to see that.
I'm just happy for them because I don't know, like with the bombs that have been happening lately, people were saying like, what is going to happen? They were so on the top of the world with all their movies, and then it's been flop after flop.
If this bombed, I would have been. I think they would have changed stuff.
Like, but then it also begs the question here. This is a sequel, right? Now, when this went so well, because we all have complained about all they're doing is sequels.
I think we're going to see more sequels.
And the third and the fourth are the only thing that's working though.
Yeah.
Like, if you
we need an original to work. I know.
Yeah, and that is kind of sad to me because it's like there's a level you can't be coming out with Inside Out 16. Like,
they might.
What are you gonna do when you like really? What is it now? Toy Story? What's Toy Story 5?
Yeah,
coming out?
5. Yeah. But that'll do good. I think that'll do good.
It will. I think it will too. But I just think, like, before Inside Out 2, I think the question was like, okay, are we gonna like start not just relying on sequels? But now with this hitting $1 billion and doing so great, that's just. And I mean, we have Moana 2 coming out on November 27th.
Didn't Despicable Me 4 do good also? I think it's doing well.
This is
and that's another thing. No, I think if anybody in the chat room can confirm, I think Despicable Me 4 is doing pretty good. I don't think it's doing as good as Inside Out 2, but that proves that the sequel train is not stopping.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard for me because like when it comes, I'm not I'm the wrong person to talk about Pixar because I'm not a fan. It just never moved me as much as the regular Disney movies. Toy Story, and everybody's like, what about Toy Story? What about this? And I'm like, it's okay, but it just doesn't grab me like Moana. I was blown away. Like,
Did you like Luca?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, we gotta watch that.
But
Moana is not Pixar, right?
No,
Moana's, see, that's
she's traditional, so that's why those are my type of movies.
Yeah. I get it.
For that, like, I hear Toy Story 5, and I'm kind of like, another one. But then Moana 2, I'm like dying. I'm like, I can't wait.
Are there any originals coming out at all that we know of?
I don't think. I mean, I'm hoping at D23 we'll hear some news and maybe see some
they're
trailers.
scared. They're scared to invest in originals right now.
Yeah, of course, because one Wish that they put so much effort into, and they had all those little Easter eggs.
I did like it. I didn't like the style of the animation as much as the others, but I love the songs in the movie. I did.
Yeah, the songs were great. So I think that's the problem, like, right, when that kind of in their world bombs, and then this goes so well, what's the point of making originals? But I'm just worried, like, we need an Ariel for the future, you know what I mean? We need a Tangle. I mean, if they do Tangle 2, I will die. It's my
Or you know what we need, really? A plus size princess. Could you imagine?
No, let's not do that.
Come on. That would be I'm not saying,
no, but I don't like when they do this. Like, I like a princess because it's a princess. I don't care.
So there's a
message.
We need an Italian.
I'm a
Italian plus size princess.
Yeah, but I'm not sitting over here being like, I need a princess who looks exactly like me, and she needs to be Swedish and all. Like, I don't need that. I love them all.
I know.
Anyway,
but we need a new one. I'm saying they need to pick another original one. So that was just my idea. But
if they do something like that, everybody's just going to be like, "Oh my God, here they go again with a message."
That is true. That is true.
So that's why I'm like, just keep it like it is.
Speaking of sequels, the Bear Jamboree. I find their costumes adorable. I'm thrilled with Big Al. We're going to show you some pictures. There's one costume I think that's quite questionable, but you tell me what you think.
Yeah, let's see these pictures. Okay, it's
okay. I like them. I like them.
I mean, I'm trying to think. How they looked before.
Yeah, they're still frilly and girly and cowboyish with their little. Yeah. What is that thing called? The little thing around them. I forget the frill.
The tulle.
The frill. The skirt. Yeah, skirt. This one is a little too Valley Girl. I don't know.
I know. I don't know what I like. She got a little drag queeny hair, right?
A little bit. That's a little, yeah.
Right? She got her lips done, a lot of makeup. It definitely, like, you can tell that they're trying to move it a more like modern direction, I guess.
All right, but Big Al hardly changed.
I know. I was so surprised.
Which I like, but the figure looks much better than the other one. The other one looked like it was deflated and the fur was going. This is I don't know if underneath is new. I think it is. I hope so too. But the front is definitely. This is brand new.
Yeah, I like Big Al. And
me too.
Let's see if you have. I like her. She looks.
Me too. Cool. That's very traditional.
Yeah,
and it looks like kind of what it was. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, now wait.
Much too.
People are saying they're sad that his hat doesn't have the raccoon, but do you know that in the show there's two versions of him? One regular and then one with the hat. So it could be that this is the regular one. We might still have the one with the hat.
Oh yeah, and then he comes out later. Yeah, with the
What, is this another?
Okay, this one I zoomed in on because
it's Big Al, right?
No, little wait.
I thought it was Big Al.
No, it's the little one that does the leg.
Yeah, but isn't Big Al the teddy bear that he's holding?
Oh, it is? I didn't even look at the teddy bear. I'm so stuck on his face.
Can somebody, I can't do it here. Can somebody zoom up on the teddy bear that this guy's holding and tell me, I don't know if you can see it, I think it's Big Al. I could be wrong. I can't see it well, and I didn't zoom.
I just think the face, I was like, what happened?
Yeah, he's a little thin, the face. I don't like
and the eyes are like, ah.
He looks like a wet chihuahua. It's a wet chihuahua.
That one was he needs a little work. A little more work on that one. But like it's nice to see
the whole band looks great to me.
I feel like it looks nice, refreshed. They got some work done. They didn't neglect them. So I love that.
I can't wait to see it.
A lot. What do you think about we both heard the music, right? What do you think about the new music?
I got to hear it. Listen, bare necessities is going to be great.
Yeah.
But if they do like Under the Sea, it's just going to be weird to have other Disney IP
They need to really stick to like the country theme, I feel like. I hope they don't move away.
But kids hearing a familiar song that they could sing with, that's the kicker.
And that's the problem.
I'm sure there's an original song
like,
in there.
To us, it's nostalgia, but for the kids today, it's not. They don't have any connection to this. The connection they have are to the movies, the newer movies. So I understand the need of changing it because, I mean, we will all die out at some point.
Is new merch going to come for this new Bear Jamboree?
Oh, I bet you it will. I bet you it will. Which
Big
is July 17th, right? July 17th. I know they're doing previews, cast member previews. I think I saw before that. So it's coming up. What's the next week? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Something like that. I can't wait.
Next week.
I mean, we always liked it. You and I used to go on this. It's nice AC. It's a nice little break. Maybe I wonder if they.
I used to love to see how clickety the guys on the right-hand side of the wall would get. I can't wait to just see them actually fixed.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see if they changed those. If they had got an update at all.
Gene Palma, you might want to leave now for just 5 minutes and come back because you're not going to like our next segment. But
this is the current state of the new floor in Epcot. I'm so sorry. I don't remember the name of this area, but where the statue is, this whole middle section here that just opened up
is
after
Dreamer's Point?
Something like that. Millions years of construction. This opened up. And the coolest part of this area was at night, the floor, the lines here lit up. And so just the big columns around it. Apparently the floor has now stopped working. And
it has to be fixed. It has to be fixed.
Down for a long time. And obviously I saw this online. People are talking about it and how that was the quickest thing that they just gave up on.
The fountain's gone. You can complain about the area. When it lights up, it's pretty damn nice.
Yeah. And how it lights up with Spaceship Earth, with all that. Because, I mean, of all the stuff that they've been doing the last couple of years, I think the lights on Spaceship Earth is just amazing. That was amazing. Great job. But it's just, this is the thing. And I know we talk about it all the time, like with Tiana's Bayou Adventure being down. I know Rice goes down a lot still. It's like they have these ideas that they really want to make, and on paper, it looks great. But then the upkeep just can't keep up with the original.
But in this case, there's not even upkeep. Meaning there is, of course, rain and people stepping on. But if it was built right, it's only been a few months. It needs to work.
Why do you think this happens though? Like, why do you think they just?
I think somebody didn't think about water getting in or connections, or it was rushed, which is weird to think. I just hope. Jess as Gene walked away. Sorry. Just let him know, Jess, so that he laughs, please.
My thing is always is it neglect in the point of they know about it and just don't care about fixing it, or is it just a problem they can't fix? My
guess is they know how to fix it and they're like, oh damn, this is expensive. That's what I think, but I'm just guessing.
I saw something online on a thread somewhere. They were discussing the problem with Rice, right? You remember the big cannons that when Rice opened, they used to, when you come driving, they used to
it was great.
Shoot out. I mean, it was one of the coolest parts of Rice.
Coolest part.
Not worked in years, right?
Yeah.
And people are talking about it, how they don't want to fix things, and
I heard they wanted to fix.
I know I read that too.
You couldn't get the part. The people who made it.
Oh no, that's not what I heard. So this person said apparently it's again the sensors, that there was too many times the ride cart got too close to the sensor of the cannon, and that shuts the whole ride down. So because the ride was down so frequently, because if that ride cart is too close to the cannon, then they have to, it shuts it on for safety reasons. Apparently, of course, it shuts down because they don't want you to get slammed with a cannon.
There needs to be a fix that.
I know, and then so they decided to turn it off. So they were saying that it's not broken. They purposely turned it off because the ride kept going down so much. And then then I do agree. I mean, you want the ride to work, most of the time at least, then it's better to just shut it off. So it's just sad, but technology is technology. We can't always control it,
I can't confirm what Jason is saying, but it's very possible. that would make sense to me actually, because a pressure washer is going to, get water in there and ruin it. But you would think they would tell the pressure wash people, you can't do this area, or make it that it could withstand it.
Yeah, but you and I also know how like the lines of communication.
Oh yeah. Too much red tape, too many people involved.
It's like you talk to one person, it's one, like it does not connect because it's such a big company. So things seems to get lost in translation.
It's going to be interesting to see what.
Yeah, I hope it comes back, and hopefully, sometimes when there gets public notice and people talk about it and it blows up, that kind of gets them. Was it the chairs and Muppets?
Yes.
How disgusting they looked, and then
now they're only chairs. I do think Disney a lot of times needs to know what people care about. So if you liked these lights, go to guest relations or on the phone, fill out a little form. I'm definitely going to do that because I do enjoy it and I want them to know.
And it's not, again, you don't have to be rude. You don't have to complain. It's just be like, hey, just wanted to make it. And it's funny because I had cast members tell me that the whole new change at Ever After, the store at Disney Springs, they did a whole reimagining of the store. I know a lot of the cast members in there. We talk to them all the time. And I told them, I saw them, I was like, oh, I kind of missed the original. They're like, we do too. And they're like, please go let guest relations know. Please go tell them. Please tell them.
Because that's what, at least we know Disney listens when we do a guest relations thing.
Doesn't always change anything, but it could be good. Because I do agree. Like, maybe they just don't think that people care. Or maybe that we won't notice. And of course, us Disney adults, we notice. Unfortunately.
We're going to move to merchandise. Before we do that, we have one more commercial from Victor Naraki. He is celebratingflorida.com. If you are looking to move anywhere in Central Florida, this is the guy to do. This is the guy to find out. Victor from celebratingflorida.com. This little commercial, we love it.
Dude, what are you doing?
You said if I wanted to buy or sell a house in Central Florida that I should follow you.
On social media!
You got a link?
Buying or selling a home, visit celebratingflorida.com or follow me on social media.
He just had a ice cream social at his house where they did the fireworks on July 3rd. I was supposed to go. I had my eyes dilated in the morning for just a regular checkup. Do you know, it was raining out and I still couldn't see by the time it came time to go to his house. I think
blurry. It stopped in time for the fireworks, right? I think so. I hope that
it rained by me in Claremont, but by him in Orlando, it was fine.
It was good because that is the cool thing. If you use Victor, if you want to have a house with a fireworks view,
he knows where they are.
The spot, where you can get that, which is very, very cool. Unfortunately, I live too far away. I don't get to see
know. I thought, from my complex Legends in Claremont, you can actually go to the parking lot because we're high up and look and see the fire. There's no sound, of course, but you can see them.
That's
but
cool.
They're far away. They're like, they would be like this big.
Yeah.
Okay, Corinne, this is going to be in no particular order.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to try my best. Okay, we have a new Haunted Mansion collection. It released on Monday. Some of it's on DisneyStore.com. I keep, if you write shopdisney.com, you still get into the same website, so that's good. But we have a pair of Haunted Mansion ears, and this is I think it's Medusa portrait in the middle there. So actually, when you move the ears, it kind of changes, just like the portrait does in the ride. Yeah, it's really cool. So it has a little extra touch. I think they're really nice. That's some of the best quality ears I've seen in a long time.
I wish they would make a unisex one because the bow just feels female to me.
If you take away the bow and you cut away the lace maybe around, that would work.
Right. So. I would probably leave the lace just to be stupid, but I might even just wear it with the bow and be like, deal with it. What is, okay, see.
It's the second doll in the Haunted Mansion limited edition doll collection. The first one was the bride, and this is the ballerina girl. It is $149.99.
Is anybody very rich and can mail me this, please?
I mean, you do get your discount. It didn't release in the park yet, so it only released online so far. I know it's coming to the park at some point. It's really nice. It's a really good quality doll. And when there's a sleeve on the box, so when you pull her out of the sleeve, that's actually the I don't know if it's a gator or a crocodile. Connor will kill me.
Oh, that's great. It is I don't know what it is either.
Yeah, so
It's either a gator or a crocodile.
Yeah, the whole theming of the doll is really, really nice.
That is pretty cool.
Okay,
I do have the bride one, so I might have to.
And and in the chat, I see some of you are saying yes or no. We love hearing it. With your thumbs up, thumbs down, yes or no to the pieces, just let us know in the comments. Okay, let's see the next.
Yeah,
one.
see, oh, good, Jason. Yeah, we need more without the bow. Yeah, we're gonna be cutting out bows, Jason.
Yeah, but they are making some ears now where you can actually remove the bow, so that's kind of nice.
Okay, and then JSA Creation Shop should reopen soon. We'll have their commercial back soon as well. Okay. They do ears, like really good ears.
Yeah, nice ones. Okay, there's a sweatshirt. So the like gargoyle is actually, it's kind of like,
it's cool.
Felt or like velvety kind of fabric.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. Like it's
like
it's raised.
Yeah,
like raised.
That's really nice, and it's the picture I think looks a little light.
But wait, so I can feel the bumps of the black.
Exactly.
What scares me though, does that come out in the wash? Does it peel?
I know. I'm just telling you, Disney clothing, you have to be careful when you wash it because it disappears. But this, and I know my boyfriend, he really, really liked this, and he was like, "Oh my god!"
But doesn't the neck make it a female, or no? This is unisex. I don't know.
I mean, it's technically unisex, but I don't know.
But it's long sleeves. Who's wearing it in Florida?
Yeah, I think you can still wear it. You just think
for one day.
Yeah.
This I like.
Spirit jersey. This is glow in the dark too, so it's really cool. It's really cool when you
is this
glow in the dark.
Is this Spirit jersey, or is this Disney's version?
No, it's Spirit jersey. The brand Spirit jersey. They're still.
Did Disney cancel their own?
I don't know I think they were called like Character Cruise, right?
I'm just thinking if I was Spirit jersey and Disney wanted to make their own, I would make sure that I lowered my price.
You have to understand too, like even if they did stop working with them, it takes a lot. You know, merchandise gets processed. It takes like 3-4 years for them to, and then it comes out. So it will take a while. Here's a PJ set. It's really nice. It has like it's all that. There was a Tommy Bahama shirt a long time ago that had
the same I have it.
Yeah,
you got it for me.
Yeah, it's the same kind of print on it. It's really cool. It's like kind of silky pajamas, you know.
Do you know what size this goes up to or no?
Probably just a 3X. Yeah.
3 is great. If it goes up to 3, we're good.
Yeah, I think they seem to have like most of the clothing items they've come out with lately are all up to a 3X, which is really nice.
I would look for those.
We have a lounge fly, a canvas lounge fly.
I hate it. Hate it.
Yeah. You hate it?
Hate it.
I mean, it's not for me.
I just think there's so much you could do with the Haunted Mansion.
I know. Sometimes they do it like, you know, the thing where they really want it to be, they want it to be more, what's it called? Like, you know, subtle.
Yeah. I don't know. God, what does the chat room think? I'm clicking pictures, so I'm not looking. Yeah, Darlene said no. Okay. I don't know. It just looks like they put a few pieces and then let's put Welcome Foolish.
I agree with Jason. I don't like the canvas because I think the canvas makes it look a little cheap.
That was the one this one was canvas?
No.
The
backpack.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
It's just okay.
Oh, so see now this I love.
I know, this is the one you want.
But the price is silly.
Yeah, this is $69.99, which is just.
And what is it? I don't even know what it is.
It's like a hurricane candle. I don't know.
All right.
It's cute. And again, it lights up and it has different colors. It comes with a little remote that you can use to change the colors. But I just think, I don't know. I think it's a little overpriced there, Disney. It's really cool, but for $70, I feel like we could have gotten way more. Okay, that's a pet toy. I think it's cute. For dogs, like a little. I
would get that for the dog. That's cool.
I really think it's cute. Okay, this is a water bottle, but a lot of people, I looked at this first and I thought, I was like, what is this? Is it a figure? What is it? I think it's pretty cool.
It's cute, but you know what? Because of the gargoyle, it's a little bulky to walk around with.
Yeah.
Right? Like it makes it awkward.
To me, it's more like a decorative piece, And here's your favorite.
I am not into tumblers. I don't believe I need another tumbler ever for the rest of my life. That I need.
Yeah. I really like it too.
Is the emblem raised on it?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think so.
Okay. It looks raised.
It is very smooth, but not like.
All right.
I like it. For a Starbucks tumbler, they've been coming out with a lot of them lately. I think this is one of the better ones. But a lot of them show up at the outlet. A lot of them. This one, I just don't think it will, because I think this is really up there. It's a very
this is just reminding me, I will stop at Costco maybe tomorrow before we go anywhere.
Perfect. I want the Costco. I don't know if you guys have seen, this is the Disney store pumpkins. They're coming out later, but there's a Costco one too that actually like lights up and plays music. I mean, this lights up too, but
is this the same one that we've gotten years ago?
So the last year we got the Mickey one, right? We got the big Mickey and we got the small Mickey.
I don't remember the ears lighting up, do they?
Yeah, they did. You have it in your garage.
I have, but I don't remember the ears lighting up. But if it does, it does. Yeah, I have two in my garage.
So we're getting a mini now. So we're getting a big mini and a small. You see the little small mini. They're releasing them on Shop Disney July 19th.
Good. So we have time.
I can tell you right now, last year these sold out so fast. I don't know if the craze is going to be as, people are going to be as crazy because this is the second time they're releasing it. Or is it? Is this the third year they're releasing the Mickey?
I think it's the second, I feel. Last year felt like a big pumpkin Mickey thing. I don't think it did the year before.
I feel like it was the second time we got a Mickey last year. But yeah, so and they sold out in the parks quickly. They sell out online quickly. So I know July 19 is early for Halloween. But if you want one of these, I would suggest you get them.
And if you buy them at the park, they put a piece of tape with a fabric candle, another piece of tape. Don't rely on it. It holds for 2 seconds and then it falls.
Yeah, it's definitely.
You're carrying that out.
It's funny when that day when they release, because you see all these people walking around with huge boxes because they're pretty lightweight. They're not heavy, but yeah, it's nice. I think
now the difference. The Costco 70.
Right?
The Costco one is bigger and does other things.
Yeah, and it looks to be more like a resin, maybe.
It looks more like a pumpkin.
Yeah, too, more high quality. I think it's $100, which I don't think is bad. I wish I had a picture of it, but I've been trying to hunt it down.
80. I thought it was 89.
No, I think it's 99 something.
Oh, at Costco. Okay, I'll check.
Okay,
all right, we're at a lot of t-shirts.
Okay, listen, I buy a lot of these Disney t-shirts because I feel like I don't like doing laundry. So just buy a new one. I'll buy a new t-shirt. I'm always like, I don't have anything to wear. But they came out with so many new ones, and there's a lot of cute ones. There's some classics, stitches in there. See if you get the next picture.
Anything really with like 71 I like on it.
Yeah, and these are the ones that are like, I think they're $29 or something. If you buy two, they're $25 each. So I don't think that's bad. And you get your annual pass discount, DVC, whatever, on top of that. Visa card. I like the Daisy one. They didn't have my size. I really wanted it. It's so cute. The pink.
They got it. This is
I'll find it.
Okay, yeah.
It's just that they just came out. So Mickey one's cute. Like I wonder if you got the one with Walt and the partner statue. There's another.
Let's do Stitch. Wow, it duplicated a lot of these. Hold on.
Yeah, let's see. Chip and Dale. Pluto. Tinkerbell. And Orange Bird. I know. Orange Bird.
I've never seen Orange Bird with the 1971 on. I like that.
Yeah. It's nice. There's Sorcerer Mickey. He's always popular. It's really cute.
I'm 5 years old, maybe 6. Mm-hmm. 6, visiting Magic Kingdom for the first time. I remember Orange Bird. I absolutely remember it. I remember it on the plane. They gave us a Donald Duck orange juice that had an orange bird on it. One of those little tiny can orange juices that was on like Eastern Airlines. So I thought that Orange Bird was a Disney cat. Well, it is, but I thought it was. Like, I can't believe it went away and then came back.
Did you have any more of them? Okay.
No, but hold on. Let me get rid of one.
See if you can find the Walt partner statue.
And I'm going to find the Walt one.
Was really nice.
Okay, let's see.
There's not oftentimes we get merchandise, I feel like, with Walt on it.
Let me see.
I don't know. That would be really cool. But yeah,
I got it here. I got it. Hold on. Yeah, I think we were at our limit with pictures for some reason.
I get too excited. Look how nice
that is. Really nice. You know why? The gold pops on the subtle black and white kind of stormy background. I love it.
I love that one. That's stuff I'm buying that one when I find it again. But yeah, Stacey said, just take my money. Yeah, Disney does.
Watch it, Adam. Watch it.
Eastern. What does that mean?
Because if I flew on Eastern Airlines, he knows that I'm an older dude.
So a cast member mentioned Pan Am to us today, and Connor didn't know what it was, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm old."
Hold on, I think it's Darty. Terry, me and her are like music crazy people, but no, Terry, I didn't know at like 6 years old it was going to be something to keep. Otherwise, I would have.
It's the time when you're like, you remember the stuff you had as a kid, like Disney toys and stuff, and I wish I would have kept it because it would be, Hi, Mary. Sorry, we just talked about merchandise. It's almost over.
Mary plays bingo, so she has to watch the replay.
Yeah,
we are done, but we're not running away for a second. So, any questions or something to talk about?
Please ask us some questions. What's going on? What do you want to know about? I want to ask you, Panda, what do you think now with the parade and the drone show at Universal, which we haven't seen yet? Do you think that that's going to, like, compared to the drone show at Springs, which I finally saw for like the whole thing last week, do you think they're kind of competing? Do you think they're coming up to the same level?
No, because the drone show at Springs is 10 minutes. It is bigger and grander than the drones they're using in Cinesational, but you got fireworks, laser. The drones, they're not meant to, so it's kind of, it's still very different. I don't think you can compare it. Yeah. I will tell you, I'm very disappointed in the parade. When I hear people talk about how, but there's nothing that can change what I saw.
Fantasy at Disney, I get it.
It's just they feel static. They feel dull and lifeless. When I see the Minions float, I'm like, they could have did so much more. I can't believe there's a new Shrek movie coming out and there's no Shrek float.
I didn't
Even the Jaws float, I feel like I need iconic Jaws music. Yeah. All I get is the happy dun 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 dun. Like, all right.
I can't believe that there has to be some real Jaws music.
Jason, people are raving about the parade. I think they just are easily satisfied, which is fine. Yeah. And I'm happy they enjoy it. I just the only float I liked was Jurassic Park, and I thought it was an animatronic. It happens to be a puppet, which is great, but everything else is just not moving. It's kind of lifeless. The Minions float, I feel like there's so much that could be done with Minions. There's like 3 Minions dancing.
Yeah, I did see like somebody commented that they do need like their performers need some more
filler.
Like it just needs. It's like in between each float. It's kind of dead. So, okay, sorry. I just saw some questions. I'm going to scroll up.
Okay, yes. Tell me what you want to put on.
Yes, we did talk about a Haunted Mansion merch, Mary, if you watched a replay. Stephanie said, did you see the You're My Boo new Halloween t-shirt? Yes, I did. The Disney World version. So it's basically, did we show them last week? I think we did. I can't remember. See so much merchandise, but it's basically a ghost Mickey and a ghost Minnie. Did I show you this, Panda, last week?
Yes, the Boo. Yeah, the Boos, yes.
So they finally got the Walt Disney World versions. I think they are at Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. I did buy the ones from Disneyland, so I'm having them shipped to me. So I'm going to have my boyfriend wear it.
I'm actually going on a tour, Don, July 18th or 19th. The Keys to the Kingdom. So, yeah, I have done it in the past. Have you ever done it, Corinne?
No, I like tours here.
No, where you go in you never been in the tunnels in the utility tours?
That's on my list. Like, I've never done any of those tours here, so that's definitely something, on my list of things.
Terry, do you remember my pal Mickey? Do you remember that, Corinne?
No, that was before my time.
Okay, pal Mickey was a stuffed Mickey with a plastic nose that picked up a signal wherever you were, and he would talk. So you'd come out of the Haunted Mansion, and he would shake and go, that was really scary.
Wasn't he super popular? Like
super popular. So what the hell? That whole nose thing doesn't have to be in a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
They could take the Numios. Is that how you say it? Numos?
Numos, I think so.
Those little ones and put it in there. Yeah, we would have a talking Mickey, and I'd walk around with him all day.
You are a talking Mickey. You put Panda in front of certain places at Disney, he talks like Mickey.
Oh, boy. You know what one person said to me? Because of my size, they went, a girl, a cast member who takes photos, heard me do it. She goes, oh, my God, sir, did you eat Mickey? And I was like, I wanted to say, funny. You bitch. I laughed. It was very funny.
That was funny, though. Let's see. Anna asks, when are you taking a trip to Disneyland? I am going August 7th. for the expo. So I'm very excited. I haven't been in 2 years, so I'm just dying to go back. I can't wait, and then I'll bring you guys all the merchandise and news from there. See what they say.
Disneyland. Oh my! I went and I loved it. I can't wait to go back. I just don't like the flight and the expense and everything, but
believe me,
it's fun.
It's a hassle. I don't like flying either.
Are you okay if we get the Cars ride in the back of the Magic Kingdom there?
Am I what?
Are you okay if the Cars ride comes to the back of the Magic Kingdom? Would you think that's a good idea? Because
I don't like when they copy stuff. I'm so tired of that. I want new things.
But let me I'm not selling you on it, but I would like it because I think, you know how I call it a berm. I keep using that word. You know how you have a thing. I love the backdrop of the mountains would be so great and fit with the little bit you can see of Thunder Mountain with that in the background. And that Cars ride is something I would do over and over and over.
I mean, I can't. So here's the thing. Like, my boyfriend has never been to Disneyland. So you know how fun it is to bring somebody who has never been to Disney and just putting them on all your favorite rides and showing them everything. And I'm like, I can't wait. And he's a huge Marvel fan. Like, he loves Ant-Man and they have stuff there. Like, it's just, I can't wait. So putting him on Radiator Springs, like, he's gonna love that. I can't wait.
Connor's never been on it?
No, he's never been to Disneyland at all.
Oh,
wait until he sees Indiana Jones. Can
I just go with you and not go to D23?
That's why Gene and Jess, who's in the chat here, we're all like, oh my God, we can't wait to take him so he can see everything.
Even Fantasyland, when he goes on Pinocchio and all that stupid dark. Oh my God, Alice is my favorite.
Yeah, I love it. It's a whole different deal over there. Terry asked if I was at a D23 2022. I was not. My last one was the one before COVID. So that would be the 2019 one, I think. Just because I had a pet, I couldn't get a pet sitter. You know, we didn't do a lot. It's hard to get somebody to watch a possum.
So when are you going again? What's the
August 7th? So it's
okay.
Less than a month. Yay. Yay. Okay, let's see. This is a public service announcement. If you see John in the DVC lounge at Epcot, stay away from him.
Because I do. Okay, first of all, I should tell her I do a DVC show with the DVC fan. It's on YouTube, and really great people. Of course, they're selling DVC and they're renting points. They don't lie about that or make it. I mean, they're just giving information. Yeah. But they are just good at what they do, and they're genuinely nice people. And yes, when I go to the DVC thing, there's a lot of people watch that DVC fan show, so I get bombarded in a great way. People are so nice. But if you can go to DVC fan, they're great.
No, because she's right. Because we go, to the parks with Panda every week, and
I love it.
We make it. Me and my boyfriend make it into a joke. Like, we say something. We say something maybe not super appropriate. And then we always say, oh God, now somebody's going to pop. And then around and be like, hey, I follow you. And every time we say it, because we say it to Panda doesn't hear, we're like, no, sorry, somebody's going to hear. Somebody turns around, they're like, hey, are you Panda? Everywhere we go. Like, we can't,
I love to say no.
We're like his entourage. We're his entourage.
Are you Panda? No. Jason, tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow, Jason? Poor Jay. Jason has asked me to go to lunch forever. Jason, I have to make a video. Go look at my channel. I need videos. So we got to make a video. Do you remember the talking Mickey Mouse with the tape player and the cassette tape?
No.
I don't. I don't.
I didn't even know. I'm just sad when I hear about stuff like that.
Jeff from the DVC show owns so many points at Old Key West. We call it Old Key Jeff now.
Old Key Jeff. I like that. What hotel do you like to stay at in Disneyland? So, I mean, Panda, I know didn't you stay at the Grand California?
I did. That would be my favorite.
Yeah, I've stayed at Paradise Pier, Disneyland Hotel, and the Grand California. But honestly, and I love all three of them. I do. I love the Disney theming. But for ease, I really like the hotels on Harbor, like the cheapy ones. The cheapy ones, because sometimes they're closer. Which is crazy. So it's cool, and especially for the expo, like if you don't want to be too close to, I want to be close to the convention center.
I did love the Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and especially now I feel like they, redecorated and stuff. I had some Harvey's bags before. It's just, they haven't released a collection that I really like. I did see the Maleficent. She's talking about the Maleficent one it's a new one coming out. It's really cool. I wish I had a picture to show you guys. But yeah. Oh, I had another question I wanted to ask you, Panda. Did you see about the Epic Universe rumored we are not going to be selling single day tickets to Epic Universe?
Yeah, but they didn't never mention what they would be doing for annual pass people. I understand that you want to sell a multi-day ticket. I get it.
Yeah.
And you have every right to do that.
To explain to anybody who hasn't read this, basically, I guess travel agents got informed that there will be tickets sold to Epic Universe, the new Universal Park, that basically no single day tickets. The only thing you can do is buy a 3-day ticket, and then one of those days you get to go to Epic Universe. So basically you have to buy into the other parks. So say
they're forcing you to buy 2 other parks that you may not want.
I think they know that those parks will go completely empty when
100%. That's the only way for them to keep those other.
And I'm like, honestly, to the point where I'm like, things that we see at Universal, that they're removing 3D on King Kong and stuff. Like, a lot of people are saying it's so they can afford to build Epic Universe.
I agree.
So if their investment in the other parks are going to go down so much, and then traffic, I mean, when we've been there, it hasn't been busy in the middle of summer. It's not bad. I mean, we don't really we went on ET. It was like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
So
not even.
I don't know. Like, I hope it's not. Obviously, again, this is just rumor and it's new, and like we don't know what's going to happen.
The rumor I heard about annual passes.
Oh, it is official, Jason. Okay, thank you. I didn't know.
There is a rumor that you'll get 1 Epic Universe per month with an additional charge of like $200 a year on your annual.
Oh, on your annual pass. Okay, but that's
honestly not bad. That is, I'll go once a month for $200 a year.
I'm fully expecting them just to be like, well, annual pass holders, you guys don't get to go buy this ticket.
Oh God, I hope this isn't true.
Yeah, I believe that's true though. I do think.
But that would be really stupid of them.
No, because they're going to force us all.
They're going to force us
that 3-day ticket.
But they're going to black out their biggest fan. Wait, maybe it'll be a 6-month blackout for pass holders unless you pay the additional. I hope. But you're right. It probably will be.
Also, like, if they do, here's my thing: just give people options. If you're worried that too many pass holders are going to come, okay, say that you're going to have a $2,000 annual pass, and that will include Epic.
Once a month, even I'm good with that.
Raise the price to something crazy, then you will not have too many people sign up for that. But at least give us an option. I don't know.
Could you imagine if you have to buy a 3-day ticket to visit it once and then never again?
Yeah.
And then what do you do with the other days when you have your annual? Like,
yeah.
What
happens if you stay at the hotel? Like, so I'm going to pay to stay at the hotel and then not get to go to that park? That also seems a lot. But I do think that that's a clear signal to all of us that they are concerned about their other 2 parks.
100%. I agree.
If they're going to like try and force,
and it's not like the other parks are really right next door either. If you're at Epic Universe, you have to be kind of bribed to go to the other parks.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I want to root for Universal so bad, but it's just like, I feel like, and again, they have a big media company backing them. You know what I mean? Like, what, I can't remember the name now, but like they have money. They have money to put into these parks if they want to. So I'm just a little concerned for them.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree too, because we talked about it. Like, okay, we kind of, want to go open day,
paying for Royal Pacific.
Yeah, or not, but even the newer ones, like the one I really like the idea of, because I feel like the I can't remember the name of the hotel, but the big one, right, that has like the park entrances right there in the hotel. I mean, that's something that Disney lacks.
Don't a few of them have like Hard Rock, Portofino? No, for Epic. It was Grand Helios. Oh, the Helios. Yeah.
Like they're doing that kind of Grand California, Tokyo style, where like the hotel is the entrance into the park. I love that. That I would pay for it to stay at a hotel like that. Love to see the panda out here for Coca-Cola.
I just told her, I said, we'll try.
That sounds great, Stacey.
All right, we went 15 minutes over. We usually don't, but we did, and it's okay. I hope you guys all had fun.
Yeah, with all of our talking and opinions.
Do you have anything else, or we're good?
I don't. If anybody else has any questions, let us know.
Oh my God, Christine Fox is here, guys.
Christine Fox asked us a question.
We have to go. No, we have to leave. She'll get drunk and fall into a bush.
Don't just say that about Christine.
It's true. She makes friends with bushes. What am I gonna?
Yeah, Jason, Tokyo Disney did do the same with Fantasy Springs. So if you stay at the hotel, you have guaranteed entrance to the to that park, or that area of the park. So I hope that they do something like that.
She's a bushwhacker. I would love to thank these mods. Guys, I take them for granted, and I know I do. Because they can be like, go away, but they do everything great in here. Stephanie Keel, Paul Engel, Simba 2. There's more I know that I'm going to forget, and I'm sorry, but I know them very well. And thank you, guys.
Thank you all.
Thank you, as usual, for making my little syllabus that I needed. We will see you Tuesday. Do we have a topic for next week?
No, we'll come up with something.
Okay, Morgan might be coming next week from Universal.
Yay!
Maybe
we're hoping to see the Universal. Yeah, we're hoping to see the Universal parade this week. So
are we going tomorrow there or we're not?
Yeah, we should.
All right.
We should talk about it.
I will be in touch with everyone. We love you all. Thank you so much for supporting us and being us. And if you can share us out and let people know we're here, hopefully we get a big family going here.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Mwah. Now I hit end and we have the awkward that we stay on.
We'll see if it works this time.
We stay on